Today's gonna be a good day for flipping. So I am changing the way that I'm changing the way that my vlogging cycle runs. I'm going to actually have 2 vlogs shot before I edit one. So instead of shooting a vlog all day, editing it at night and posting it the next morning, I will today be editing what I did yesterday, and tomorrow will be the day. Sorry, I can't vlog and hold this box at the same time. Tomorrow will be the day that I edit the vlog today. So this isn't really gonna have any effect on how vlogs look to you guys, other than the fact that you just had to wait 3 days to see a vlog of mine. But for me, it will be extremely helpful because the current vlogging flow that I have is just not working, because when I shoot, if I do want to get those closing shots of the sunset, that happens at about 8:30, which means I am beginning my edit of the vlog at 9:30 at night, meaning I am probably going to be up until 1 or 2 in the morning, and I can't do that every day. So now with this, I can edit, I have all of yesterday's shots done. I can start editing it around 5 or 6 and be in bed at around 9 instead of 1. And hopefully that'll bring more consistent, sustainable vlogs. Thank you.
No, take that one. I can't give you a receipt for,
That's
but
fine.
we can take it and it'll go out tomorrow.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too. Okay, so I'm at a new trail trying to find a good spot to shoot my time lapses and video and all that to close out the vlog. There's just mosquitoes everywhere, no matter where I go. Yesterday my drone even got swarmed by mosquitoes. There's mosquito guts all over it. It was disgusting. What is happening out here? Looks great out here though. Look at that swarm. I love shooting shots near the water, but this is the price I pay. There's mosquitoes everywhere. Maybe I can go down here somewhere in the road. Okay, well, there are no mosquitoes out here, but there's nothing else out here either. We're gonna have to make it work though. So we're gonna use this as our spot for today's topic. And for today's vlog, I'm going to go over my routine and basically how I get all of my shots in about 40 minutes. This is how I get my shots for the opening and the closing of the vlog in about 40 minutes. I'm gonna go over my routine. I touched on it earlier, and I wanna go more in detail of what exactly I do shot for shot to get a pretty well-rounded B-roll sequence. I have 3 cameras that I use on these B-roll sequences if I'm really going for it. Usually for small sequences I'll use the Sony a6000 only, but if I want to make it look more well-rounded, I've found that in between this mirrorless camera with just the kit lens combined with the camcorder that has the extremely long zoom and the DJI Spark, which just gives you unique angles that you would never be able to get otherwise, you can get pretty well-rounded B-roll sequence. We do have planes flying overhead. What that means is no drone shot today. Sorry guys. So I'll start out deciding whether I want my handheld camera to be this Sony a6000 or the camcorder, the Canon Vixia. I think I might be getting in trouble. Oh, never mind. That's not a cop. The times that I will go with this Vixia, this camcorder, is if there's a benefit to shooting with that long zoom as a handheld camera. So if there's a lot of wildlife running around, I want to shoot birds, rabbits, whatever, then I'll go with the Canon Vixia and I'll lock this Sony off for a long time lapse. Today I'm going to be using this Sony a6000 as the handheld because there's not a whole lot going on out here, and the Sony does yield the best picture by far. And I'm gonna lock off this Canon Vixia for a long time lapse instead. So step number 1 is underway. It's 7:50, so 5 minutes have passed. Found a good time lapse to set off. Now it's time to shoot for some more variety with some handheld shots with this Sony a6000. And I'm gonna go over just a quick checklist of things that you can do to create a well-rounded B-roll sequence. Even if you only have one camera to shoot with, this sequence here will give you a pretty solid foundation. So, shot number 1 is a wide shot. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. You could either do this locked off as a time lapse, or you could just do a short panning shot. Usually I won't worry about the wide shot because I will shoot a wide time lapse later with this a6000. But for the sake of this vlog, we're gonna do it. Next is a close-up action shot. Anything with movement, just close-up action shot, just to get some detail. With this camera, I only have the 16 to 50 millimeter kit lens, and that does not create much of a bokeh unless I have a longer focal length, which means you won't get that creamy background unless you are zoomed in a little bit more with a kit lens. So me right now, you can kind of see the background. If I zoom in more, that background becomes a little bit more blurred, as you can see. Next up is a point of view shot. Usually I'll use this for the shot leading into my B-roll sequence. Any kind of unique point of view while you are doing an action like walking, jogging, setting up your camera, looking through the viewfinder, things like that. One thing to note with all of these shots is that I try to get it from different angles that you wouldn't otherwise be able to see in your day-to-day life. I think most people like to shoot from this eye level angle. I'm looking at my camcorder. If I'm shooting from eye level, then it looks like this. Okay, I'm gonna go closer to the ground and also zoom in. That gives us a unique angle that we would not otherwise see in our day-to-day life. The next shot on the list, the alternative shot, something that is completely unique to the environment around you. The most unique thing you can see, use that for your alternative shot. And the final shot that I do before I set this off on a time lapse is called the rack focus. And again, with this one, you want to use a longer focal length, which means zoom in so that you can get the most bokeh that you can get. So we will have the camcorder here and the sunset behind it. And we will rack the focus from the camcorder to the background behind it. And so it should look sort of like this. And I like to do it on manual focus. If you do it on automatic focus, though, there is a way to trick the camera into doing it in pointing it at the background and then sticking this in front of it. And you can, as you can see, the focus changes. And that is about it. It's now 8:03. I keep showing you my watch. You can't see the time. It's 8:03 though, I promise. So we started at 7:45. It took us 18 minutes to do this, and I've been vlogging. Usually it takes me about half that time, about 10 minutes to get through these. So 10 minutes to get all these shots. Now it's time for the wide shot, which is the time lapse here. So that's another about 15 minutes from now. So as I shoot the next 15 to 20 minutes with this Sony a6000, I will move this camcorder to get a second time lapse. Second or third time lapse, depends. Just depends. Which puts us at 33 minutes total for this whole shot that you are about to see right now.